Welcome. It's the Matic. It's the illest blood in the land. Welcome back, Legends community. It's Matic 365, or you could call me Matic. The choice is yours. Today, I'm back with a new video, and today's new video is actually on something that a lot of us are familiar with. This is a word that we've all heard throughout our lives. And what is this word on a Let's Talk About It conversation on my actual YouTube channel? This is my ongoing segment as well. The word no, right? Let's have a conversation about the word no. All right, I'm gonna be real with you guys. The word no was not my favorite word as a kid. But now I'm starting to enjoy the word no as much as the word yes. And today I want to talk about the different ways we use no. All right, because there are different ways of how we use no. Now, the first no I'm going to talk about is something that I've experienced, right? So originally I had a podcast with another content creator that was on YouTube that I came across on Twitter. And what happened was everything was good, but I finally said no. And let me explain why I told this person no. So, this is before Blurred and Goddess podcast, just to let you guys know. Came across this person on Twitter, and, eventually we did collaborations, but it was only on Zoom. And, why I said no made a lot of sense. There were two whys with this. The first why was this was not working out for us. You told me we were going to have other people coming into this actual collaboration that we had. The other problem was she did not want to adapt. I was like, well, I'm giving you an option. It's either yes or no. Do you want to actually do YouTube where we actually collaborate on either my channel or your channel? And she told me no. I was like, okay, fine. You know what I'm saying? I was okay with the no. Was it disappointing? Yes, it was. But in the end, it worked out for me because I knew that where we were going with this collaboration was not getting anywhere. She didn't even know how to use Zoom like that in order to turn it into YouTube content. I'm like, why are we going through this process when all you had to do is learn how to use YouTube's live stream at the time? All right? So that was the thing. I was like, well, I got the no. That's okay. Fine. Another example of no. And my former boss is known for this one. All right. She tells me my body language is a tell-all. People ask me about certain things at the job, and you could look at my facial expression. I'm like, you know what I'm saying? Or I'm just like, You can look at people's facial expressions and understand that's they know. They letting you know. They're not, saying no. They're giving you the body language. Pay attention to people's body language sometimes. That tells all of where you're going with this. Because if it's going left, they're like, no. Now, another situation with no, right? So I had this big collaboration coming up on my channel, and this was definitely something that surprised me. It was like this big content creator on the actual West Coast, you know what I'm saying? And I had got the opportunity, you know what I'm saying? I know some people are like, oh, it's life-changing. It would have helped you boost your numbers. I'm like, well, look where I'm at now, right? And I told the person no, right? So my reason for telling them no made a lot of sense. All right, so the collaboration got set up on Twitter and everything. And literally what happened was pretty much I didn't like where it was going. All right. There was a lack of communication for me with the collaboration. And then when he told me the times, I was like, oh, no. Matic is not staying up at no 12 a.m. in the morning doing a live stream with you. I'm going to bed. You know what I'm saying? So we got into a difference. You know what I'm saying? I told the content creator, said, look, no, I can't do this. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, can we reschedule for another time? Because obviously I got to go to work, first off. Second off, I don't want to go to a live stream and I'm collaborating with you on your channel and I doze off or I'm like just sleepy or just disinterested in what we're doing for a live stream. So I have a certain form of, look, I want to do this, but I want to do this where it's on a basis where I'm happy to be here. I have the energy to be there. And when I told him no, oh, he was mad. I can't believe you told me no. Because a lot of us don't like hearing the word no. That is a problem sometimes. It's okay when people tell you no. And you know what? When I think about it now, that was definitely a blessing for me. I'm so glad that I did not do that collaboration. It probably would have been very awkward. It would have been disappointing. I probably would have let that person down by, saying yes instead of no. And I'm just glad that I never went through with it. Sometimes no comes in other forms. Let's talk about these other forms when it comes to social media or text message. There was a situation where I asked someone about something, and this person decided to just block me and say no in that sense. Another way of no, and maybe I should just include phone conversations too. You know what I'm saying? Having a phone conversation with someone and telling them no. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, I got this event coming up. Da, 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 da. Would you like to come? And me, I was known for that. Like during college, certain times when I was like getting more into YouTube, it was just flat out no's. Most of the time when people would see me, it would be like at events outside of college at the time, or just going to the movies type of thing. But you know what I'm saying? But no is freeing too. Don't forget, no is freeing. Another version of no is just an awkward silence. You ever text somebody and they don't necessarily respond, just silence. There's no reply back, nothing. Another form of it is, just having a conversation. It's just a pause, just silence. That's the thing. For me, I guess no is something that has grown on me. You know what I'm saying? When it comes down to, I think no also just helps you from certain situations from taking place because you have already established a boundary. You know what I'm saying? It's a boundary. It's like, okay, well, I said no. I've set my tone, my boundary when it comes to it. And it's not a negative stigma. I think a lot of us get no as a negative. I don't look at it as a negative stigma. Yes, words have power, just like yes has power, no has power. But it is the hardest working player on YouTube, guys. You tell me in the comments, what are some situations or scenarios where you've used no? It is the hardest working player on YouTube, guys. Thank you so much for commenting, liking, subscribing, also sharing. And I am out, legends. 3,000 watch hours is the goal for the channel.